I have an insanely terrible migraine right now, and I think I know why. I've been through the elimination diet. I've been through quite a few rounds with different doctors like nutritionists, functional medicine doctors, naturopaths. I have a great idea about what I should and should not be eating. When I eat foods that I should not be eating, I know that I'm rolling the dice for the next week. For the next 7 days, I might be on a roller coaster, and I pretty much will be on a roller coaster. But I don't know where I'm going to be for the next 7 days on that roller coaster. It just takes me where it wants to go. And that's all because I make bad decisions about the foods that I eat. This last week, it's pretty easy to pinpoint where it all started. So 6 days ago, I was drinking alcohol. So that was rolling the dice number one. The next day, I went to one of my friend's kids' birthday parties, and we had pizza. And they had gluten-free pizza, which is, tasted delicious, right? But the carbs, even though it's not gluten, still bad for me. The dairy on the pizza, still bad. So I knew I was rolling the dice again. I was compounding my issues, my potential issues. Then on Tuesday, I went to a baseball game and had some beer, and I had a big old bratwurst with a bun, Gluten Fest 2021. It tasted delicious, but again, apparently I felt good enough to go ahead and roll the dice again, right? So what happened after that? Well, last night was Thursday. What did I do last night? I didn't think I was eating that bad. I had a pasta that was made out of like chickpeas or something. It was pretty good. It was a little lower in carbs than regular pasta. So I thought I'd be okay, but then I was eating these chips, and they're like tapioca something chips or whatever, so they're supposed to be healthier. Well, my body doesn't care one way or the other. It's still these complex processed carbs that just were not good for me. So I had that, and then I also had, hi puppy, I had one of these oat bars. I thought it was healthy, or whatever, but, I always make like healthier decisions, but even if you replace the sweets with something that's like, oats with agave nectar or monk fruit or stevia or something, your body doesn't care. Maybe it's not as high glycemic. You're still tricking your body into saying, hey, sugar, great, delicious. Looking back on the day, last night I was going to bed and I felt like absolute garbage. I was like, here we go. I've got this migraine. It was the top of the roller coaster. It was really just compounding all of the bad decisions of the week. Here I am, last night, I'm laying in bed, I cannot focus, and it's like jumbling around it feels like a blender or something. It feels like scrambled eggs in a blender is what my head feels like. It's terrible. So I consider that a migraine sometimes when I'm feeling that way, but it turned out that was a precursor. That was just letting me know, hey, you made a whole bunch of terrible decisions, and you're about to react badly to it. Alas, here we are. I'm out driving on the road, and I start getting a little blind spot in my vision. And some of you guys might know about the blind spot that comes on. It's called the aura, the visual aura for your migraine. Then that blind spot really starts to go nuts, like half my vision's gone. It starts flashing colors. After that, I get this splitting headache. So as soon as I see that blind spot, I take a whole bunch of Aleve, right? Well, 2 pills of Aleve, but that's a lot for me. So I take 2 Aleves, and usually that pretty much, at least it takes me away from the worst of it. And so I have a pretty bad headache right now, but at least that part's over. But geez, think about the foods that you're eating and how it can affect you up to a week after, and even beyond that in different ways, but it has direct effects up to a week later. I probably would have been okay had I not pigged out and just gone nuts for the rest of the week. And that gluten that I had, I know that was a bad one for me. Chickpea pasta and vegan Alfredo. There are a lot of foods that are going to react differently in your body. And if you don't know what they are, then you might want to do that elimination diet and figure it out, or go to the doctor, go to a naturopathic doctor, or somebody that can do a blood test and let you know how you're reacting to certain foods. At least put you on a somewhat of a path to understanding what could be causing some of these issues. If you have migraines, if you have headaches, if you're not sleeping well. It really killed my sleep last night. I woke up at like 6 in the morning, which is early for me. I usually wake up at about 8, but I woke up at 6 and couldn't get back to sleep. So that, that led into it. It didn't help the migraine either. All these kind of things that you might have, even joint pain, even, muscular pain. If you have veins, you have bad circulation, so you're getting varicose veins. That can have to do with your diet and also your supplementation. There are nitroglyceride type things or vitamin D, stuff like that can help. But the bottom line is figure out exactly what foods are best for you. It's absolutely imperative that you do it if you want to maximize your health and enjoy your time here on this earth. And remember, it can affect you up to a week after. And if you're doing the elimination diet, you want to completely eliminate your reaction and go maybe 4 to 6 weeks without some of these foods. So avoid the migraines, avoid the problems. It's totally doable. I pigged out this week. I'm not perfect, but at least I know exactly why I got this migraine. I know why I'm feeling like this. That's a beautiful feeling, because next week, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be very strict about what I'm eating. I'm going to eat the right food. I'm going to get the right exercise and hopefully be sleeping well a week from now. Feel good.